Have you ever noticed something strange? When we were young, we believed passion was a fire that would burn forever. We thought the things we loved would always be part of us. But as we grow older, something changes. There are things we once stayed up all night to do. We argued with others to protect them. We gave them our time, energy, and sometimes even our health. Then one day, those things no longer feel exciting. There is no big goodbye, no painful ending. You simply put them down, and you no longer feel the need to pick them up again. And the strangest part is that you do not feel empty. You feel relieved. Maybe you once practiced the guitar until your fingers hurt. Maybe you stayed in front of your computer for hours, writing code or creating designs until your eyes became tired. Maybe you worked on a project without getting paid, simply because you called it your passion. You used to tell everyone about your dream. You believed it was your purpose and an important part of who you were. Then, something changed. You looked at the thing you once loved so deeply and felt almost nothing. Nothing big happened. No one told you to stop. You just started feeling tired. So, for the first time, you put the guitar away, closed the program you were working on, or decided not to go to dance class anymore. And life went on. The next morning, you realized that, without this passion, life felt a little quieter, and somehow a little easier to breathe. When this happens, many people blame themselves. They think they get bored too easily, or that they are losing the fire they once had. But psychology offers a different view. You are not becoming a worse person. You are simply growing into a new version of yourself. Psychologists call this identity development. As you move through life, your identity does not stay the same. Your needs change. Your values change. And the way you see yourself changes too. Something that once excited you may no longer fit the person you are right now. After all, you cannot force your present self to wear clothes that belong to your past. The passions we once followed can become like old clothes. They may have fit us perfectly in the past, but they no longer fit the person we are today. That does not mean they were never important. It simply means we have grown, and now it may be time to let them go. Have you ever wondered, why does this no longer make me happy like it used to? The answer might be a chemical in your brain called dopamine. This chemical helps you feel interested and excited. Think about when you first found your passion. Everything was new. You were curious, and each small step felt like a reward. But after doing the same thing for a long time, it became familiar. With fewer surprises, your brain simply stopped giving you the same reward. Slowly, the excitement faded. Please do not blame yourself. It does not mean your passion was fake or that those years meant nothing. Losing interest is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It is just a quiet sign that you are ready to explore and learn something new. But dopamine is not the only reason we may lose interest. As we grow older, we have more things to worry about. We think about work, money, family, health, and the future, all at the same time. Little by little, these worries take away the time and energy we once gave to our passions. We may still care about them, but we no longer have the same excitement or strength to keep going as before. As we get older, we naturally have less energy. So, your brain has to choose what matters most. Work, money, family, and health often come first. Passions that take too much time or effort slowly fade away. This does not mean they are no longer important. It simply means that, at this stage of life, your mind is saving energy for things that make you feel safe, stable, and at peace. So, losing your excitement does not mean you are betraying yourself. It simply means you have reached the end of a chapter. It is okay to close it and get ready for a new one. There is a saying that I always love. Life starts all over again. When it gets crisp in the fall, we often think of spring as the season of new beginnings. Spring feels like a fresh start, while autumn feels like an ending. But when a tree loses its leaves, it is not dying. It is simply saving its energy. It lets go of the old, so it can rest, survive, and grow again. Our lives can be like that too. The truth is, not every dream stays with us forever. When we are young, we are like a hot, bright summer. We have so much passion. We try to make everyone happy. We take on too many goals and too much pressure. But after a while, all this heat makes us very tired. That is when our mind needs its own autumn. When you step away from the noise and let go of old things, life becomes quieter and clearer. In this quiet space, you can finally see yourself. You start to know who you are today, what you can handle, and what truly brings you peace. Letting go of an old passion does not mean you are losing yourself. Think about it. At 25, you do not like the exact same things you did at 15. And at 35, your habits, dreams, and values will change again. This is completely normal. That is a natural part of growing. That is why, as we grow older, many of us are surprised to find that we enjoy things we once thought were boring, or that we have become completely different from the person we imagined we would be. We may begin to enjoy cooking, caring for plants, cleaning the house, or simply sitting with a cup of coffee. These things may not feel exciting, but they give us something we now need more: peace, comfort, and stability. Everyone changes with time. Not everything you love at 20 will stay with you at 40. But think of it this way: becoming different does not mean you have lost yourself. And the most beautiful part of change is that it gives you the chance to discover new sides of yourself, new things to enjoy, new ways to grow, and new reasons to feel alive. And there is nothing wrong with changing, as long as you are proud of the person you are becoming. So, if you feel that you have changed a lot over the past few years, leave a small comment below. It does not have to be long. Just tell us one thing you used to love and one thing you enjoy now. Your answer might help someone else realize that they are not losing themselves. They are simply growing into a new version of who they are.